And we are live. Madhavi. So, do you want to say something? What should the people bring, those who are coming here?
They should be ready with blue and black pen and paper, diary if they have.
Okay. So, I'm sharing the Zoom link here on the group so that you can join us. We have created a WhatsApp group for sketchnoting for our session today. And I'll be sharing the Zoom link to those people who are there in that WhatsApp group. I have shared the Zoom link with also people who have connected me privately on either LinkedIn on or on WhatsApp. So I've done that. So those who are there on the sketchnoting WhatsApp group, I'm just pasting the Zoom link. You can come and interact with us. And when you're coming here on the Zoom link to participate, please ensure that you bring with you some blank papers, a pen, pencil, eraser, sharpener, so that we will have hands-on session. You will be actually doing some sketchnoting.
We'll wait for another 5 minutes.
Yes, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you hear some background sound, it is Norbu
Not me.
irritating me.
No.
Hi, Mitali. So Saheli, Chiten, where are you all? You all signed up. I can't see you on Zoom. Shivangi Vats, Manoj Srivastava, Fatima Asghar Ali. You all have also asked for the Zoom link. I've shared with you. Check your Facebook Messenger. We have Nisha here. So I have like 23 members on the sketchnoting WhatsApp group. Hi, Zainab. Madhvi, will you check if Elsa is coming? Because she also wanted to learn.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Miss
Hi,
Madhavi.
good
Hi.
evening.
Thank
See,
you for doing
you
it.
asked and then we
Yes,
said.
yes. Thank you. It's like wish coming true. I could have asked for anything from God.
Yeah. So Namita is also here.
Thank you once again. Yeah.
We have 2 minutes before we start. So anybody else who want to join? When you join, please come along with blue, black pens. We have Saheli, Elsa is coming, Shreyasi is here. Ah, you have sketch pens also.
Yes, I brought color pencils and sketch pens.
Good, good, good. You are ready.
Yes, I'm very keen of utilizing it in the classroom, ma'am.
Acha. Yeah, with English teachers, you can make really good use,
Yeah.
especially for visual learners.
Yes.
This is a
Right. I
very
do have
good
some in
technique.
my class. Yes. And also, ma'am, the ones who have come from ICSC, no, to IB,
Yeah, yeah.
find it a bit difficult. So I can use it there also.
Okay.
Some
Hi,
children.
Antara. Nice to see you here.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. You have all your weapons, pencil, color, eraser,
Y-
sharpener,
Yes, I have
pen,
black pen, blue pen,
paper. Yeah.
yes, diary.
Huh.
Not just blank sheets, I have colored blank sheets.
Oh, wow.
So that would do, right?
Yeah. Because she's going to make us work. After she teaches the different elements, Madhuri will make us work and create something.
Yes, and this is like a basic because first you need to know the elements of sketchnoting. Then only we'll move to the next level.
Yeah, I think it's 4:30 and I will keep the room open so that anybody can join in. I will disable the waiting room. So those who have the link for the Zoom meeting can join anytime. We can start. And everybody, we are on Facebook, live on the Facebook public page called Cambridge and IB Educators Workshops and Vacancies. That particular group, we are live there. So if you keep your video on, you'll be able to see your faces on the Facebook group. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am, but we'll need to join that Facebook group, no?
It's a public group, so you can join. I'll share the link with you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we
Yes,
start.
Madhu. Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. We start with, you already know the topic for today is sketchnoting, and we'll be looking at only the basic aspects of the sketchnoting today. We'll be working on the different elements which you require to know for sketchnoting. Okay, so let us first start with, are you visual thinker? Because you know the sketchnoting is a form of visual thinking, right? You're able to hear me? Okay, great. So we move ahead now. Let us explore whether we are visual thinker. We all know that some of the other time we are visual thinker. Okay. So let us start with first exercise for us. Okay, within 30 seconds, transform the square into different image or an icon. You can use what is around you in the room for inspiration. Okay, so you have only 30 seconds. Draw the square on the paper which you have with you and transform the square into different image or icon. You can use the things around you for your inspiration. Okay. If you're done, then please show it in front of the camera so that we know that you're done. Okay. Okay. Yes. Right. Others? Okay, all are done with it. So we'll move ahead. The sum of the things which you can draw from the square is something like this. Okay, so you can convert the square into the house or a box or a gift box or anything. You can look around you, you will find something made up of it, right? Next exercise, the same instructions. You have 30 seconds and you have to transform this 3 circles into different image or icon. But here you have 60 seconds because you have to convert 3 circles, okay? Transform the circle into different image or icon. Again, look around you for any inspiration. Ashika ma'am, you are done. Unmute yourself and tell me what you have drawn for 3 circles.
I did like Venn diagram.
Okay,
What we do, 3 parts, and the 2 parts where
okay,
these 2 circles are meeting, I shaded black,
okay,
and where all 3 circles are meeting, I shaded red.
okay. So you have combined all 3 circles together.
That
Okay,
Venn diagram, when we have 3 things,
okay,
we make like this.
okay. What about Ashika ma'am?
What I did is one, I made an emoji of a smiling face.
Okay,
Second one, because I'm a biology teacher, I made something like an eye. You
okay.
know, the iris stuff.
Ha.
I made that. And third one, I put a cross and I said stop.
Okay. What about Zainab?
So one, I don't know if you can see it, the color is very light brown.
That's okay. That's why
So
I'm
one
asking you.
my first circle is I made a mirror, round one, pretty, with a
Okay.
side. The second one I made a proper serving plate because it's circle. Third one I've made the circle coin, a design which you could use either for mehendi or for doing some tattoo or something. That's what I've done.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to take one more response from Miss Antra.
Yes, ma'am. So the first circle I changed into an icon of like we have on the door, girls' room, boys' room, like that.
Right. Okay.
And the second one into a pizza, and the third one into a donut.
Okay, great. Yes. So see, you have, again, I'm put some images for you to inspire on so you can make or convert this circle into different icons or images, right? So this is just a small warm-up activity. Now we move on to the next section. So my first question to you, are you a visual thinker? Yes, we all are visual thinkers, okay? Now, what is visual thinking basically? Visual thinking is a thought process that organizes ideas visually and focuses on graphic representation instead of verbal representation of information. So instead of verbal representation, you are converting that into a images or a graphical part, okay? So in that, what we are focusing on today is sketchnoting. Now, these are different sketch notes given. Now, let us understand what is sketchnote and why sketchnotes first, okay? Now, when we say sketch notes, if you have seen the examples, you have text plus sketches or images into it or icons into it. So when you combine together text plus your sketch, it is sketch notes. Sketchnoting is a technique framed within visual thinking, which consists of taking notes in a more creative way by combining the use of text with the graphic elements. All clear with this? Okay. Now let us go to why part of it. Okay. So what is sketchnoting is clear. Now moving on to why we need to use sketch notes. One of the reason why we need to use, now this is taken from Europea article. Now if you can see on the screen, Ms. Andra, will you like to read for me?
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Findings from a 2018 study back up that up. Students who were asked to draw what they'd learned were nearly twice as likely to remember information than students who wrote the same information down. Drawing wins out because it allows information to be processed in multiple ways. Explain Edutopia's research editor Yauki Terada. When we draw, we encode the memory in a very rich way, layering together the visual memory of the image, the kinesthetic memory of our hand drawing the image, and the semantic memory that is invoked when we engage in meaning making.
Yeah. Okay, so basically here we are using multimodal methods, and that is why using visual notes is very important, because you're allowing students to remember information for a longer time. Okay. Now, I've just summarized this into 3 points. One, it improves memory, attention, and especially concentration. It trains us to summarize ideas, boil them down to core messages. So key message when we are talking about, or key concepts we are talking about, and establish connections between them. So because we are boiling down or summarizing them down on the paper or any other digital platform also, we are making connections between them. Okay, it helps us activate and enhance creativity, but obvious. Now you have seen that from the square, you have converted different images, and all of you have done different images, right? So basically everyone's was unique part. So even if you are doing the same topic, everyone's sketch notes will be different. Correct?
Yes.
So let us move on to the next. Now, what do we require for sketchnoting? Now, these are like a tools. I'm sure you will not have today all the tools with you, but these are the something which you required for the sketchnoting. But you can do a simple sketch note using pen, blue and black pen also. Okay. Now, coming to the tools, bullet pen which you require. Now, if you see the written part, the way how the bullet is written, that is how the bullet pen will write. Okay. In terms of, you will have one consistent line width, or the rounded ends will be there. Now, if you see the brush pen will have tons of line variation, and they will have a taper ends when you write. If you see the chisel pen, they will be written, when you write, it is more thick and thin lines, and squared end you will get. And highlighters, you do it for the shading purpose. But obvious, you require sketchbook to make a sketch note. Clear about this till here? We'll move ahead.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So now, what does this mean? Wait, don't I have to be able to draw? We all can draw basic shapes. So, but obvious, we can draw the sketch notes also. So we should have that confidence that we can do this. Okay. Now that is why we are going to practice a basic shape. So we are going to go back to our childhood time now. Okay. So take your pen and paper, and we will draw this basic shapes on a paper. And remember, whatever you are drawing, you are going to share all these things at the end when I will be giving you Padlet link. And once you are finished drawing these basic shapes, just give me thumbs up so that I can proceed further.
These shapes we have to just copy as it is, right?
Yes, so it's a practice.
I'm taking a photo and putting on the WhatsApp group that I have drawn. Evidence.
Yes. And if you can keep, camera, towards your working area, then it is more better, because then your work area is seen that you're drawing. If it is possible, otherwise it is okay. You can go ahead with your practice.
No,
My star is not coming properly.
Miss Elsa, it is okay. Anyway, you have to make sure that the other person is able to recognize it. Only that much. You don't have to do exact that way.
Okay.
so Madhu, you can see my desk. I have
Yes.
put my camera in such a way that you can see my
You already finished drawing?
work. Yeah, and I put it on WhatsApp also.
Okay. So put a thumbs up so that I know that we can proceed further.
I did. I don't know if it disappeared.
Emoji.
I did. It disappeared.
Okay, now I can see. Okay, now I can
See,
see.
people have put
Yes.
drawings. Antara has
Oh,
put, Saheli has put, Satan has put.
okay.
The
So we'll
WhatsApp
move
group.
ahead now.
Hmm.
Everyone is finished with drawing the basic shapes, right? Now we
Yeah.
move on to again this part. So remember to draw the same as it is in your notebook.
Done.
Done?
Wait, let me click my picture. Done. Send.
Okay, my Santra is also done. Miss Sitan, you are done?
Saheli wrote in chat that she drew her dining table. I think when you asked to do that rectangle or
Mhm.
square.
Yeah, that was the first one with
Acha.
the square.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then
so
I realized I
everyone,
would have done something similar and easier because everyone finished very fast and I could not finish.
Yeah. Art teacher, na? Art teacher showing her skills.
okay, so we will move ahead. Again, now again we are concentrating only on basic shapes, okay? Basic things which you will require for sketch note. Now, after drawing this particular images like a triangle, a square or a diamond shape, which you can see, if you need to visualize into something, some object or some icon for these particular shapes, what it will be. Like for example, if I have to take this triangle, I have converted into a tent.
And
If I have to
Acha.
look for this kite, this one,
So you're going to draw everything what we are thinking, how will it be?
so think.
Okay, like that. From that, we have to.
Yeah, the first
So
one is
now for
samosa
these
for
three
me.
also,
The first one is samosa for
Can
me.
we multiply
Okay.
the image? Can
Hey,
we
somebody
multiply
asked
the image,
something.
Madhavi ma'am?
Multiply the image, meaning you're going to copy the
Meaning
same.
like, no, like see, first image is triangle,
Symmetry.
right?
Ha.
I
Acha,
want
the
to draw
other.
another triangle to make it as a mountain.
That's okay.
Yeah, you can draw whatever you
Yes,
want.
now
Draw.
you can draw like this. Now this triangle you are drawing, and then you can just show like this, right? That's
I
okay.
can add
Say
anything I want
yes.
with the triangle. Yay!
Yes.
I got my first picture done. This is fun actually.
I don't know what to draw of that cuboid. Already it is 3-dimensional.
Which one?
This
The
one.
last
So
one.
make the last one. I'll make it into a gift box.
See?
Acha.
We
Okay,
can
okay.
make it into a house now.
Anything. That is what I have told you. You're free to draw your visualization.
Okay, you will see some horrible drawings.
That's okay.
My-
Yeah. Now
I'm
it's
using.
moving from
okay.
simple to complex.
See my horrible drawing. I put in WhatsApp.
But just put thumbs up once you are done, so that I know that we can
Give
proceed
us
further.
some time.
Yes. I'm giving you time.
That's why this session is like 90 minutes, 1.5 hours. Oh, nice, Antara. I like the drawing of the church that you made.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
See, my brain doesn't work on me. I'm telling you, I'm very bad in creativity. Really, you can make a earring design.
That's the first thing came in my mind when I saw that dimension.
I made a sandwich.
Yay!
Share
I'm
your
already feeling
pictures.
hungry.
And I made a
Group me
triangle.
share.
I inverted it and I made it into a cone and I made an ice cream. Okay. I'm feeling hungry.
I was thinking Satan will make Momo definitely with the round shepherd.
I couldn't think
Satan's
anything for the
favorite.
3D shape, so just left it.
I made a diorama of water cycle, but it looks pathetic. I'm sorry.
Oh, ice cube.
Okay, so everyone has started thinking now. We are done. We can proceed further.
Yes.
Okay. Now again, I've put some samples of sketchnoting on the screen. Now you just observe for few seconds, because I'll be asking you what are the different elements which you can see on the screen. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we
Hey, Manali, you're also here. I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I said hi in between, but nobody heard, but it's okay.
Sorry, sorry.
You all busy scribbling.
Yeah. God knows what I'm trying to make. I tried to make a samosa out of the triangle.
Oh, wow.
That's
You're
okay.
the zombie.
और वो
ये
खुला
सब
समोसा बन गया.
खाने पीने का
आलू
सामान
भी दिख
बन
रहा है.
बना रहा है
Okay.
कोई सैंडविच कोई समोसा
आलू भी दिख रहा है. आलू भी दिख रहा है, Manali.
Hmm.
Okay, Madhavi.
Huh. So now I'll proceed. Okay, now what do you see different, what elements do you see now on the screen? I mean, when you look at the sketch notes.
There are some written text and there are some images, and you have a
Images.
banner. Yeah,
Yes.
banner which is the title, and
Hmm.
then
Numbering,
you have those
numbers.
arrows. Yeah,
Connectors. They are called
connectors.
connectors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have those connectors, and you have those speech bubbles also.
right. Now, this is what we want to focus on, different elements. Plus, you have to understand that we are going to, pass on the information or ideas to some other person. So someone else should able to identify that what you're trying to say. So we are going, when we talk about sketchnoting, we are going to draw key ideas
Okay.
of any particular session which you attend, or anything, book also, if you have read something or you have watched any YouTube video, anything. So here when we talk about, we are not looking at the artistic point of view, we are looking at just passing on the ideas from one person to another, and the other person should be able to recognize that thing. So we are not looking at the perfect drawing here, but only to be able to identify the message given in the sketch note. Okay.
Okay.
So proceeding further, elements of sketchnote, the first thing which we start with is text. So we start with your normal everyday handwriting now here. What you can see here, A to Z, the way it is written, you have to copy as it is in your notebook. The same exercise, because this is for your practicing. Now you have to remember that the way I will write A to Z and the way Zainab will write A to Z will be different, because
So we
both
have
our
to copy
handwritings are
what is there
different.
here.
Yes, what is there on the screen, you have to copy.
Saheli is raising her hand. She wants to ask something.
no it was like for the last image I wanted to share some suggestions but yeah sorry I forgot to lower my hand later
Okay.
on I'll share first I'll complete this activity then.
Okay. So again, the same thing. Once you finish, just raise a thumbs up so that I know that I have to proceed further.
That G is very difficult, and I and J, I don't write it like that. W, Y, Z, capital letter.
Capital letter.
You can
Yeah,
write it
J
this way.
doesn't have a hat.
Yeah. So you can put that.
I'm copying as it is given. You gave that instruction.
No,
Okay,
she
go
said you
ahead.
Yeah.
can write. She said no, you can write it your way. The instruction is write A to Z, but how you write the letters that way, right, Madhavi?
Yes.
In
Yes.
my way,
It
right?
may change, huh? It
Yeah.
may change because the way I
Yeah.
write and the way the person may write will be different. And that's why every sketch note is unique.
Yeah, we can't copy styles, right? It's not that easy.
I was copying how it was written over here on
All
this.
the best.
When I copied like that.
Abhi rehne de. I will now write on my
If you're J, if
hand.
you're J को टोपी है तो टोपी पहनाना उसको.
Rehne de.
पहनाओ
हो
टोपी
गया.
किसको पहना है?
Done.
नहीं इसको भी
Are
मत
we
पहना.
done? Basantara
नहीं
is
नहीं
done.
नहीं, not done. मतलब
You said
ए
done.
रुको रुको
नहीं, not done.
डन मतलब partially done मुझे लग रहा है.
Oh.
Done मतलब understanding. Done. You
अच्छा.
understood what to do. Not the work. See, the last handwriting is like doctor's handwriting.
My
The
handwriting is like that.
grocery shop owner, they write like that.
No, no, that.
Sorry, Madhavi ma'am. No offense.
Okay. Okay,
I
Ms.
wrote,
Manali
I
says,
copied.
yeah, done.
Done.
Manali says done.
Normal
Others, all done?
Done.
Okay,
Yes.
so we are
Send
finished with the
pictures.
text
Sending
form.
pictures.
We are done with the text part. We are
Yes,
going
yes,
to
done.
start with now giving emphasis on. So when we say, see, when we saw this sketch notes which I have shown you earlier, you have seen that the heading was emphasized, right? There are some concepts which was emphasized or
Hmm.
highlighted in terms of the text when we talk
Hmm.
about. So now
Yeah.
practice the what is there on the screen as it is now on in your notebook. With you, I'm also doing it.
Emphasis. Emphasis. The shadow is a bit difficult to understand.
That's a 3D lettering.
You only know, Baba. You all learn, no?
कुछ भी बनाओ जैसा आ रहा है.
पीछे से एक एडिशनल बनाओ ना वो shadow.
The shadow for afterwards, when you make it also, you can use the highlighters also to give that effect.
Shadow is difficult.
That is why because you stay in the limelight, no, you don't stay in the shadow.
बोल.
We stay in the shadow.
I'm telling everybody to be visible, be visible.
Yeah. I like to be in the background, fade away.
You guys know, right? You are on live Facebook.
So,
All.
चलेगा. People know me. Ask my colleagues.
Yeah, she's very visible. Everywhere.
Satan, I didn't mean that.
You were already in shadow. I am now in shadow. Oh my god, I am a tortoise.
I finished.
I'm with you, Satyan. I have just started shadow. I'm on A.
I am doing S of the shadow.
I'm
मैं
on
थोड़ा ही
cloud.
आगे हूँ. मैं A तक पहुंची.
I'm on cloud.
Oh, you're on cloud 9.
Mwah.
Shadow.
Done. Cloud. Bubble is also difficult. Hey, Bhagwan.
Bubble is
Bubble
not
is easy.
Bubble is
E.
easy. It is round,
I
round.
feel only shadow will be a difficult part. Other will
Yeah.
be easy.
You're an artist, right?
It
Shadow
doesn't
means
need to be
about-
exact, clean that way. You can draw.
I'm not able to draw E of bubble because I right off end of my sheet. You will not be able to see E. You have to imagine. Okay, when I share my diagram, imagine what the E. Okay.
Then draw on your table.
M
I am in D.
E O V I Huh. Let me click my picture.
Done?
No,
Oh, I am on W of shadow.
Okay.
I am on morning.
Antara बहुत अच्छा बनाया हाँ my god. That also she's doing with a pen. I'm doing with pencil and erasing.
No, pen is easy. Just rough drawing you have to do.
Yeah. You are the boss, na? You're the teacher, expert.
It's very nice, Antara. Manali also.
Antara, very nice.
Thank
Manali
you.
also, yeah.
ये
So confidence
Manali
देखो
also.
pencil draw कर दिए Manali.
मैंने
हाँ,
एग्जैक्ट जैसे सीक्वेंस में था आई जस्ट कॉपीड इट दैट वे
शाबाश. बहुत अच्छा. Great.
very nice. हो गया टेक्स्ट सबका?
Okay.
अंतरा सबको हार्ट दे रही है. मैंने भी तुझे दिया हाँ हार्ट अंतरा.
Just a second, I'll finish answering.
क्या है?
Whose music is on?
हाँ.
Oh, अच्छा है. Background music.
इम्तियाज.
हाँ,
Nice सहेली. Poonam also. Hey, many from our
Okay.
trainer people have come, huh?
Yeah, we are the supporters.
हाँ.
okay, we can move on to the next now.
Yes, you have
All are
53
ready,
slides.
right?
We are just on 21. Ma'am, please move forward.
हाँ.
That's why I said 90 minutes will require.
हाँ. कर.
Okay, the next thing you have seen that the containers was there, or a speech bubble was there. The containers collect thoughts or an items together. So something which you have to group certain concepts together. So you can use the containers for that. Okay. So draw
अच्छा.
this containers as it is in your notebook now. Show me thumbs up once you're done.
Okay, इम्तियाज. You can still follow us on Facebook.
Noted, miss. It's a fantastic initiative, I would say. I will try to follow and try to join next session. Thank you.
Okay, I'll share the link of Facebook where you can see the video on the
Thank you.
WhatsApp group.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So now,
So now we'll move ahead.
ए अंतरा कितना अच्छा बनाती है रे तू. हाँ, मुझे मेरा इसको अभी शर्म आ रहा है मेरा ड्राइंग पे.
Okay, let's proceed now. We finished with the containers. Now, see, what we are doing is that we are slowly building our visual library. So when we
A is
talk
done.
about, when we
Very
said
good.
about
After
text,
A,
hmm,
C.
who is this?
What shall we start with? C.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Someone
Okay,
is
I muted.
Okay, so slowly we are building our visual library. Now, if you Google it out, you will see many containers. So this you have to practice, keep practicing, and build your own visual library so that you don't have to think about what to use and all. But this will only come with the practice.
Okay.
Okay. So see, there are more containers like on the slides. Now we move on to the connectors. Now you have seen the dotted lines which were there or the arrows which was there. This were connecting one idea with the another one. So connectors link related ideas to one another. Have you followed? Now draw
Yes.
this, what is there on the screen, so that at least you can have that with you. Show me thumbs up once it is done. Okay, Antara is done. Manali is also done. Okay, we proceed to the next slide now. Zainab? Okay. Okay. So, see, there are more connectors. Again, I said to you that, okay, you have to build your visual library. So when you Google it out, you will get more connectors, and save those images in one folder so that whenever you are drawing, you can refer back to that folder for your visual library. So the next part we come to, as you have identified when I showed you a sample sketch notes, that there are icons present. Now there are so many icons on the screen, but you have to draw only 5. Okay. Icons used to represent ideas or an object, or some ideas which is you have written in a textual format, you're converting into icons. So as we did already during the warm-up session. Any 5. Have you drawn 5 icons? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we move ahead with the next slide.
Yes.
Now, as I told you, these are only few, but there are so many icons available. Now, if you have to draw a human figure also, these are the examples. Now you can use a stick images as it is shown. You don't have to draw all of them. Just draw 2 or 3 in your notebook. Now, if you can see here, these are all star shaped. See, using the star shape only, I have drawn sumo wrestler. I hope so it is identified. Only 2 or 3, okay? Don't draw all of them. You will get it online, all these images. You have to just save it in your folder as a visual like vocabulary, visual library. We'll move ahead. Okay. I think I need to erase this first. Now, these are also icons. As I told you, you have to just save it for your visual library. We move on to the next. You can use sketches and illustrations. Now, illustration can capture stories or metaphors. Now, metaphors are like something abstract, but you have converted them into a more visual format. Like when I say some idea, which icon you can relate to? When you say ideas, usually it is represented by a light bulb, right? Yes. When you
Yeah,
say
even I said bulb, but I noticed that I'm mute.
okay, so now if I have to tell you, okay, right, give me some metaphor for out of box thinking. So what you will draw? Think
A
about it.
box and then
Bubble? Maybe
yeah,
a cloud.
Box
and something going out, na, like a spring, jack out of the box.
Yeah,
yes,
jack out
yes.
of. Yeah.
So this is what we are talking about. Now, when we say metaphors, means something which are not very seen by you, but it has to be converted into some icons. Okay. So when sketches and illustration can also be used in your sketch notes. Now, if you see the one example which is given on the screen, you see the text which is used, the emphasis which is used. This is all you have practiced. You have used that water. You have used the awareness bold font, real, essential. All these things you have already practiced. Okay, you have to maintain the visual hierarchy. The main highlighted emphasis is on what? Water. Then the other two to three keywords was awareness, real and essential. Clear about it? Yes?
Yes.
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 Okay. So we move ahead now. Now we have practiced basic elements of sketchnoting. Okay, so you know that, okay, these have to be used in your sketch note. Now, what are the steps to start with the sketch note? So listening is the first thing, because sometimes it has been live note taking also, right? Someone is giving a session and you're taking sketch note. So listening, plan what you want to convey. So what are the key ideas which you want to take from that session? Processing, second step is processing, decide the structure used for sketch note. Basically your layout, how are you going to present your ideas? Is your main concept is going to be in the center and your other key ideas around that? Or is there going to be another flow to it? So what is your layout for your ideas? Third step, writing and visualizing. You have to first start with the text. So whatever you have listened and key ideas which you have, first put the text in your layout and then add icons and images to it. Okay. Use color combination to help show the content effectively, but do not use more than 2 to 3 colors, because remember, it's not an art form. What we want to convey is ideas, right? Now, I'm going to emphasize only on the second part, the structure part. So I'm going to show you examples of the structure. Now see how you present. This is the structure, the path or the pattern which you will use, the layout which you will use. Now here in the first one, the title is on the top and the ideas are going in this exact manner. Okay. The other example, title is on the top and the ideas are moving like this. Now in the third one, you see the ideas is in the center and the other key ideas are around it. So when we say these three images, these are the layout or the structure of your sketch note, right? There are more examples of layout. These are the examples. Just take a uh, photo of it and keep it with you, because you will require later on. Okay. I'll give you 1 minute for that quickly. If you can screenshot that, keep it with you. you may require next when you are doing that assignment.
This diagram you're saying?
Yes, the layout part, the structure.
Oh, done.
Okay, we move ahead now. Now what we are doing is hand drawing sketch note, but there are other platforms where you can draw or design it in the digital format. These are the various examples. The next, Google Slide and Canva and Drawify can also be used. I will show you two examples, one on Canva and one on Drawify. Okay, these are all digital sketchnoting. Now this one, I created my visual resume on Canva. So it is a form of a sketch note. Please check. Right? So usually I use this visual resume when I'm presenting any session. So my second slide as my introduction, I use this visual resume for them instead of putting it going on and on. The next, this was again a sketch note of one of the session, which ma'am took it. Now this is done on Drawify. Drawify is already having a canvas and icons already made. You have to just visualize and put all those icons in the Canva. Okay. Now, there are many sketch notes whom you can follow, because usually if you are on the social media, if you follow these sketch notes, they conduct jam session also regularly. So, you know, it's a fun activity to join all the sketch notes and you have a jam sessions taken by them. So if you see on the screen, there is already a sketch note handbook made by my crowd. And from India, you have Piyush Modi also, who is regularly taking sketch note sessions. He is into business visual sketch notes also. There are other educators also who have moved on to this move on to a sketchnoting, and you can follow them regularly because they keep putting their sketch notes. So that is there. Then this is again what a summary is of what we have done so far. So we have started with basic text organizing using heading, subheading, main text, and highlights. This is what we talked about when we said about visual hierarchy. Okay. The next part was containers, which we have already done. Then organizing the page was the layout part. But remember, first write down your text and then put your icons or images into it. Followed? I'll show you a few samples now. These are few samples. Next, if you see, the first one is for chemistry, second, maths, third, music. Again, the song was converted into form of a sketch note. It is not that the other subjects cannot use it. You can use the music, and PE also can use sketch notes. The left-hand side images of social studies. The match was converted in the form of a sketch note here. Now, this was done by my students when I took the session on identifying that interest. Okay, so the names was on the center and they have put their interest around. So you can have it as a circle time activity also. Now, task for you. You have already practiced what is required. Okay, there is a video which I will be showing you. You will see that video. You will not draw anything. You have to remember what is the first step? Listening.
Listen.
Okay, listen and note down key ideas. First listen and note down key ideas. I will give you separate 15 minutes to draw your sketch note or create a sketch note. Clear? Instruction is clear. Any doubts? No. So we move on to the video now. Just tell me you can hear the sound is there?
No.
No. Ma'am, I think you need to.
Yeah.
No sound.
You have to share sound.
Ashika ma'am?
Ashika, you are on mute.
Yes, and 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. When you share, when you share screen, so at the bottom, you will see a box which says share sound. You'll have to click on that and then you share.
Okay,
Okay?
got it.
Mm.
Now, see.
Yes.
In here.
Really a 2-hour presentation I give to high school students cut down to 3 minutes. And it all started one day on a plane on my way to TED 7 years ago. And in the seat next to me was a high school student, a teenager, and she came from a really poor family. And she wanted to make something of her life. And she asked me a simple little question. She said, "What leads to success?" And I felt really badly because I couldn't give her a good answer. So I get off the plane and I come to TED. And I think, geez, I'm in the middle of a room of successful people. So why don't I ask them what helped them succeed and pass it on to kids? So here we are, 7 years, 500 interviews later, and I'm going to tell you what really leads to success and makes TEDsters tick. And the first thing is passion. Freeman Thomas says, "I'm driven by my passion." TEDsters do it for love, they don't do it for money. Carol Coletta says, "I would pay someone to do what I do." And the interesting thing is, if you do it for love, the money comes anyway. Work. Rupert Murdoch said to me, "It's all hard work. Nothing comes easily, but I have a lot of fun." Did he say fun, Rupert? Yes. TEDsters do have fun working, and they work hard. I figured they're not workaholics, they're workaholics. Good. Alex Garden says, to be successful, put your nose down in something and get damn good at it. There's no magic, it's practice, practice, practice. And it's focus. Norman Jewison said to me, "I think it all has to do with focusing yourself on one thing." And push. David Gallo says, push yourself. Physically, mentally, you've got to push, push, push. You got to push through shyness and self-doubt. Goldie Hawn says, "I always had self-doubts. I wasn't good enough, I wasn't smart enough, I didn't think I'd make it." Now, it's not always easy to push yourself, and that's why they invented mothers. Frank Gehry said to me, "My mother pushed me." Serve. Sherwin Newland says, "It was a privilege to serve as a doctor." Now, a lot of kids tell me they want to be millionaires, and the first thing I say to them is, okay, well, you can't serve yourself. You got to serve others something of value, because that's the way people really get rich. Ideas. TEDster Bill Gates says, "I had an idea. Founding the first microcomputer software company. I'd say it was a pretty good idea." And there's no magic to creativity and coming up with ideas. It's just doing some very simple things. And I give lots of evidence. Persist. Joe Kraus says persistence is the #1 reason for our success. You got to persist through failure. You got to persist through crap, which of course means criticism, rejection, assholes, and pressure. So the answer to this question is simple. Pay $4,000 and come to TED. Or failing that, do the 8 things, and trust me, these are the big 8 things that lead to success. Thank you, TEDsters, for...
Okay, now see, the ideas he has already put it in the visual format, but I want you to create yourself, right? So you have now time for 10 to 15 minutes. Think about it, what visualization or what icons you will use it. You can Google search it. You can add, like, okay, if you're searching for passion, you can write passion vector or passion icon. Okay, these two things you can search for and see which is relevant for you and use it. And your time starts
You
now.
want us to make only for these 8 words or the entire content of the video?
Entire content. I have said that he has summarized into this form. I want your summarization of key ideas.
Miss, time are you giving us, Miss Madhavi?
Sorry,
The time to make this, how much?
10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And your time starts now.
Can you go back to that QR slide?
Madhavi, I cannot draw. I can copy.
But you were able to na put it on the paper.
But I copied.
So it's okay.
I'll tell you from where I copied.
You copied the complete thing.
No.
Icon, na?
Yeah.
That icons you can build your vocabulary that way. So it is okay. That's why we say that it is not an art form. It is only the idea of presentation.
So people, I just put the website there from where I copied all the icons.
I'm
that
sorry,
noun one?
Madhvi. I got the Padlet now. I've taken a picture in my phone. How do I add it to
It
the
is
Praveen,
okay.
even
If,
I am struggling.
Sorry.
no, it is okay if you're putting it in the WhatsApp also, because this I have made it earlier, but we made a WhatsApp group. So make it convenient. So you can put it on a WhatsApp group. That's why I moved on the slide.
WhatsApp
Okay.
group of which one? The trainer?
No.
No.
Now
This.
where we were checking, now where we were sharing, no, the pictures.
No, I didn't have that.
Wait, I'll send it to you.
Or we'll add only directly. Elsa, I added you.
Ha.
I published mine.
Okay. So by now, almost all of you must have finished, right? Show me that emoji thumbs up sign if you're done. so that we can
Okay,
proceed
I
further.
posted my picture.
Okay, great. Elsa?
Yeah,
Okay.
done.
Others? Antra is done. Poonam? Manali? Priya?
Yes, I have finished.
Okay, great. So we move ahead now. Main thing, how you can use in class. Now you have understood the concepts of sketchnoting. You understand why it is important. Now first, we would like to hear from you. But okay, what do you think where you can use this in your classroom? Please raise your hand so that we can take it systematically. Think
You
about
can
it.
stop sharing and then you can see their face.
Yes. One. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes. So share now. Tell me where you can use. Think about it. Where you can use in your
When
subject.
Miss, can I speak?
Yes, Miss Poonam.
Yeah, so I think we can use this when we are doing the unit of inquiry. And if suppose we need a mind map for
Yes.
the children, for small children especially. So there I can use this mind map. For organizer also, like maybe if it's a higher PYP class. So for an organizer, I can use this. And just to make the class very creative and interesting, because children love doodling and
Yes.
drawing, we can use there also.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yes. And Miss Elsa?
At the end of the class, we can ask them to summarize one idea which you remember or
Yeah.
something like that.
Review the complete class
Yeah,
or reflect on it.
reflection. Yeah.
Correct.
Maybe write like 3 ideas you learned and one you have your muddy point, like that way in some kind of shape, inside some shape or something. Also, when you ask questions, like now you can say instead of verbally answering me, your answer you can show as a sketch.
Sketch note. Okay. Anyone else? Miss Antra?
Yes, ma'am. So I can use Sketchnote for putting my ideas together. Maybe when I'm like for planning as well,
Yes.
for planning anything. The
Correct.
thoughts that are coming to my mind, rather than writing them down, if I put them like that, I will be able to create a better product.
Right. So let me share my screen now for you.
So if I was teaching, Madhavi, if I was teaching, then maybe for my visual learners, I would create a sketch note which they can use it as a, revision sheet, So instead of having a knowledge organizer with too many words and paragraphs, I would make a sketch note and give it to them.
Right. So
I would like to add, Miss Madhvi.
Yes, Ms. Zena.
Basically, because I teach a lot of language and literature to the
Right.
higher grades. So one is for my concepts and themes, because there's a lot of color used
Right.
in a lot of ads and everything. Also, I think this would be a very good thing to engage my learners in practice of listening, because these teenagers don't listen. So I could give them this activity and I could say, come on now, how you can show me that you're a good listener, and they could use that. And as I said, for review also. I
Right.
think so.
Correct. So yes, you are all right. I have just put few on the screen. Note taking is one thing, not all like to take notes in the textual form. There are, as ma'am said, there are some visual learners. So it is okay to form a visual note taking. Then for review session, as ma'am said already, that before the examination, the students have their notes prepared, right? So that can be in the form of a sketch note also, because if our photographic memory, we will remember the images more well than the textual matter, correct? So they can have the sketch note made for the review of your syllabus part. Then portfolio building, when they're planning what else they're putting in the portfolio, they can use the sketch notes. Book review can be done in the form of a sketch note. If the students are traveling and they're coming back with the stories, you can make them do sketch notes on that. Reflection and metacognition, as Ms. Elsa said already, at the end of the class, if they want to reflect on what they have learning, give them the 5-10 minutes at the end of the class to put the key ideas what they have learned in the form of a sketch notes. Collaboration, when they're planning, brainstorming, everywhere they can use sketch notes, right? So these are the various ways you can use sketch notes in your teaching and learning experiences. We have finished with the session, but this is for the information that the World Sketchnote Day is observed on January 11th. And to end
Oh, it
with,
just went.
it went. Oh,
Yeah,
how?
time
Yeah,
flew like anything.
yeah.
Like
Yes.
we didn't realize it is 6 o'clock. We felt like we just sat for the session 10 minutes before.
Okay, so as on the screen, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So you know that the visual is remembered for a longer time, and that's why you can use sketch notes in your daily teaching and learning experiences. Okay, that's all from me. I hope you have learned, and it was an enjoying session.
Thank you, Madhvi. It was really worth the time, and even this holiday, it was really like it made my day, to be honest. I learned really many good things, and really we didn't know how time flew by. It was very engaging also. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Madhavi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhavi. Yeah, even I learned.
Yes, thank you, Madhavi.
I can use some of it in my book review when we have our next book club.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'll just stop sharing and I will